out with the rest of it. DJ was doing stuff to it. Like, bonjour, bonjour, nigga, like, in the money shit.
Yeah, man, bro, I had that drinking on hand.
She's gon' take it off on sure. Finna get another crib, boy. This like number 4. I'm a shooter sport. I'm not Robert Hall. I'm a getting money, nigga. I'm not a Robert Hall.
He said, what?
Jump in the water and I turned into a piranha, boy. And my life will kill like an anaconda, boy. Mama get superpowers for real.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Back for another episode, man.
Back at it again.
Back at it again.
Good philosophy.
Episode 2.
Talk to me.
We want to welcome y'all, welcome our audience, you feel me? Thank y'all for tuning in.
For episode 2.
Episode 2.
Yes, sir. What they be saying? Yes, sirski.
Yes, sirski, you know. That's that one. Yes, sirski, yes, sirski. Yes, sirski. Yes, sirski. Man, we back at it.
Yes, sir. What we drinking this week, brother?
Oh, we got this is Michigan made
Michigan made wine?
by St. Julian.
Okay. I don't know him, but shout out to St. Julian.
Or her.
Right.
Out of Paw Paw, Michigan.
They did a great job with this
Wonderful.
wine.
Sweet Revenge.
I know y'all hip, because somebody put me hip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all go tap in with that Sweet Revenge.
Somebody put me here. I mean, that's the second bottle. This is the first one right here. You know, the first one already gone. And so y'all know, sweet red wine. You feel me? What you give it so far?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is a 10, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Another 10?
Yeah, I only really like red wine though, so that's why it's really
Something
getting
new
me
for
right.
you.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
Most definitely, it's getting me right. You feel me? The
I
person
like
that recommended it, bro, I respect their opinion and they, and they taste.
Shout out to Mariah. That's what it was. Mariah. That's what it was, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Your host, BJ Smith.
Jared Pittman, Pitt. We
Yeah.
get down.
Yeah, we got to do a check-in, man. You feel me? It's been a long week. A long week.
Yeah, man.
long
This been a crazy week. If I ain't gonna lie to you.
How you feeling?
I'm okay, man. I'm okay. I ain't gonna lie to you. On some real shit, I'm numb a little bit. Just because of life and like situations and circumstances.
Okay.
And then this week been heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy on the heart.
Yeah.
Heavy on the mind. But
Yeah.
only thing we can do is pray and cover ourselves and cover each other. And play the cards that we dealt.
Right.
But it is what it is. We're gonna keep it pushing, control we can control.
Right.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Like I said, we back at it again for the second episode. And like you said, man, it's been a long week. You feel me? Draining week, mentally and physically, man.
Right, exactly.
People been getting to the bag, but at the same time, we still dealing with what's going on in society, bro. So,
Yeah.
it's been a long week, draining mentally and physically. But we do gotta say, we lost a great one this week.
We did lose a great one. A true icon.
A true icon.
Real true icon, man.
Chadwick Boseman,
our Black Panther, our superhero.
Jackie Robinson,
Thurgood Marshall.
Yes,
sir. Thurgood Marshall.
Chadwick Boseman, man.
He done played a lot of people.
Influential for our community.
And that's why you gotta categorize him as iconic, bro.
Yep, you're right. And battling cancer. 4 years. Nobody knew it.
What's crazy is shout out to his team.
Right.
For keeping it under wraps and not like leaking it to no media outlets like the Shade Room or like TMZ
For
or
real.
anybody like that. They kept that under wraps for 4 years, man. That's strength. That's true strength for him for fighting that for 4 years. And he made a lot of movies in that 4 year span.
A lot. It made me think about you never know what somebody going through. You never know what somebody going through.
That's exactly what
I know we went through times where we saw pictures of him, looking very, somewhat skinny, I should say.
Right.
Skinny.
You can tell if you go back and look at the pictures, you can tell.
You can tell. And some people had some things to say, and not knowing, not to get to this point, you're like, dang. If you did have something negative to say, you like, I had not said it.
But that's why it's good to be good to people. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You really never know what somebody going through.
You're
But
right.
then we had the tragic event of
Jacob Blake,
the police officer,
Kenosha,
shooting him
Wisconsin.
7 times in his back.
In the back.
I've never known somebody to be a threat with their back turned, bro.
Me neither.
Have you ever known somebody to be a threat with their back turned?
Me neither. Me neither.
That-
No weapon in his hand. If I'm correct, no weapon in his hand. feel me? So,
But they always try to find a way to incriminate the victim. You know, they say he was a habitual domestic violence offender, and then he had a knife in the car and all that. They tried to bring up George Floyd past when he was killed by the police and whatnot. But,
same thing for Mike Brown years ago.
you know, the past and their situation don't have nothing to do with them being brutalized by law enforcement.
Exactly.
And then law enforcement not having any consequences.
That's why I say the media, bro. The media plays a big part in how the black community is, is looked and how we are portrayed. Mm-hmm. That's why we gotta, you feel me, write our own narrative.
Exactly.
You feel me? That's why we here tonight. That's why we here today.
So what we talking about today? What's on the agenda?
What's on the agenda?
What is the topic?
The topic is what's your mindset?
What's your mindset?
And like you said earlier, what's your purpose?
Right, purpose.
What's your
purpose and mindset hand in hand. I feel like after knowing your purpose or after having an idea what your purpose is, your mindset has to be in accord with your purpose. You know what I'm saying? Right.
You feel me? And when I came up with the mindset, it's just like, you feel me? What's your mindset? You know, if you're gonna hop in your bag and you're gonna chase the bag, your mindset gotta be right.
Exactly. You gotta have a bag chasing mindset.
There you go. Because if your mindset ain't there, you're gonna fall off.
100%.
You're gonna fall off.
100%.
You're gonna fall off. I know you talked about something earlier this week, like, not forcing your purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Just letting your purpose come to you.
Right.
Can you talk about that some more?
I feel like your purpose gotta happen by chance, bro. Mm-hmm. And what I mean by that is, like you were saying, you can't force your purpose. Mm-hmm. It has to be something that is genuine, something that is organic, bro.
Right.
Like me personally, I feel like my purpose is to motivate, and inspire.
Okay.
And I do that through being a good listener.
Okay.
And the relationship that I have with people, I truly listen to them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't always listen to respond. Because sometimes that ain't what people be looking for.
Right.
We talk all the time, bro. And every time you come to me with some shit, bro, you don't want me, well, BJ, this, and that.
Right.
Sometimes you just want somebody to listen to you and be on your side.
Right.
So we gotta, listening is really important.
Right.
And along with my purpose of being a motivator and being inspirational to others and being, who I think I am and aligning my mindset with my purpose, listening is a big part of that.
Right. And along with that listening part, I say like also having an open mind.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Especially as a listener, bro, because you gotta understand, we as human beings all come from different parts of the world. Mm-hmm. We come from different backgrounds. So this individual is gonna think differently than this individual.
Absolutely.
Perspective is gonna be different.
Absolutely.
You feel me? So have an open mind when somebody coming to you, like, you feel me? That's their opinion. That's what they think. You feel me? Everybody not right. I'm not right. You're not always right. You feel me? So you gotta
everybody's opinion. You feel me? I'm not gonna respect everybody's opinion. I don't value everybody's opinion.
There you go.
But I'm always gonna come with an open mind,
right,
and understanding your perspective,
right,
of the situation. That don't mean I'm gonna always agree with it. That don't mean I'm gonna always care.
Right. I know another thing you touched on about too is like your purpose is forever evolving, bro.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Like it may be one day, your purpose may be this, right?
Yeah.
And that's what it is for the week.
Yep.
But then again, it may change after that week, and then it's something totally different for the next 6 months.
Right. I feel like mainly what you do is like an umbrella, and then everything else is like a subset. So one week you may be this over here.
Yeah.
You feel me? But then the next week you may be over here. But it still all fall under, your main purpose.
That same umbrella, yeah.
I like that.
Absolutely.
And society is forever changing.
Absolutely. People are forever changing. Feelings are forever changing. Relationships are forever changing.
There you go.
You feel me? It's very rare that things are set in stone.
Right.
There's something that can happen that can affect something else.
Right.
Every day.
And we see that now.
Yeah, absolutely.
See that now. In today's time, we see that now.
For example, the NBA protest.
Ooh, yeah, that was big.
That was huge.
What's your take on that?
I think they did. I think they did what was necessary. Those are, first of all, majority of the league is African American. Right. African American male league, and in today's society or forever,
right.
African American males have always been targeted, always been attacked.
Right.
So they're in that bubble.
Right.
Isolated from their family. nothing but basketball, but it's so much going on out. I guess you could say the real world.
Yeah.
You know, there's so much going on outside the bubble.
Right.
You know, that's wear and tearing on their mental and on their emotional feelings and whatnot.
Right.
And you know, as athletes have always had like a platform that nobody else really has. And that goes for professional athletes, and that goes for amateurs as well.
Right.
You know, athletes are always kind of looked at to do more than be an athlete. You know, and that's okay. You know, and if you had that platform, if you had that ability to use that platform and to speak out on things like social injustices and whatnot, it should most definitely be used in the right. And that's what these NBA players did, and the WNBA as well.
Right.
You know, that's what that and the other sports like the MLB and Major League Soccer.
We had a few teams for NFL.
You know, everybody, you know, took a stand.
Yeah.
Right. And it's big because, you know, TV networks lose ratings, so that therefore makes them lose money.
Yeah.
And people don't like when their money played with. People don't like when their pockets played with. So if you really want to see some change, you got to go ahead and hit people in their pockets. And that's what the NBA protest kind of did.
Yeah, I like that Milwaukee started that too. You know, with it being, you know, that happening in Kenosha, Wisconsin. You know, I like Milwaukee being the first team that really started that.
Absolutely.
You feel me? I know. You know, I was listening earlier today. Like Charles talked about how he kind of felt some type of way because, you know, Milwaukee didn't really go over and talk to Orlando about, you know, them making this move.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you gotta understand, bro. It's feelings at the end of the day.
It was probably a spur in the moment.
Impulse.
And then the Celtics and the Raptors was having talks about that previous day.
Yeah.
You know, because they had talks about protesting game one.
Exactly.
And then Milwaukee came out and did it without consulting anybody, and they made a point.
Exactly, and I feel like Orlando was able to understand that,
and it was huge. Absolutely, how could you not?
Could you not, bro?
You know, and it was huge because then everybody else followed suit.
Facts.
You know, it was what the other team's gonna do. Well, we all gonna stand together as one.
Facts.
You know, and one thing that didn't get enough media coverage this past weekend was the 57th anniversary of the March on Washington.
Amen to that. Amen to that. I did see somebody talk about that on Instagram.
Yeah, that didn't get enough coverage.
Amen.
Because 57 years later, it's still necessary to march.
Necessary.
You know what I'm saying?
Still in the same predicament. Still in the same predicament, man. This is crazy how, you feel me? It's like everything is evolving. It's like a full circle. You feel me? It just keep happening. But you feel me, until everybody in society, you feel me, want to have that open mind, you feel me, and listen, we just gonna have to do what we gotta do.
Gotta do what we gotta do.
You feel me, create our own platforms, you feel me, just, you feel me, chase that bag and do what you gotta do. Man, earlier this week, you came to me, you talked about, you feel me, balancing life between inner city living and a business-like lifestyle.
Right.
That hit home for me. That hit home for me. You feel me? Because I've been out of college and I've been working, you feel me, in society for a couple years. So that's something I kind of struggle with coming out of college. You feel me? So touch on that, like touch on how you came about that. Like how did that just drop on you? Like what you mean by that?
Balancing life between inner city living and a business like lifestyle. Okay, so we're from the inner city,
right?
You and I, but we went off to a 4-year college institution, right? And for example, that would be your business like lifestyle,
right?
You know, having to get up, go to class, having to network with certain individuals, you know, putting yourself out there, you know, and coming from the inner city, we knew our purpose was greater than the inner city,
right?
You know, than staying there, right? And the mindset that we had was we about to get out of the inner city,
right?
You know, go to college, and allow our purpose and our mindset take us places we had never been.
Right.
You know, so still having those ties to the city, right? Because we still got friends and family that live in the city, so we still go back. We got people that we kick it with, you know, that we grew with. But keeping that in mind, you know, and understanding what's going on in your city, and knowing what things that you can change, you know, will allow you to move different in your business lifestyle, in your business arena, right? You got we talked about this. You got to be able to speak. You feel me? Barbershop. You got to be able to speak boardroom. You know, the bilingual.
Code switching.
Code switching.
Code switching.
So that's that. You gotta have that balance because you never want to forget where you're from.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You never want to get where your roots are, where you're rooted in.
Exactly.
Right. So having that in the back of your mind and understanding where your purpose is, and understanding that you gotta have a whole new mindset and letting your purpose and your mindset take you to places that you ain't never been. Will keep you disciplined. Right.
I know. When I came out, like when you talked to me, you said that to me. It was like I struggled a little bit keeping those two lifestyles separate.
Right.
You feel me? With the business professional and you feel me how I grew up. So it was like, man, I struggled a few years trying to find out how to do that.
Right.
How to do that, and then it took me some time, and then I had to go down. Like, okay, this is my purpose. This is my mindset. And then like when I go to work, this is what that is. Like I ain't, I'm being honest, I ain't really too much trying to be like buddy with you. You feel me? Like outside of that because you feel me, we work. We work. I got a separate lifestyle for that. That's when I, okay, I come here, I do that between this time I work, and then go home. Like this is how I blow up steam. This is how I leave my church. I got friends for that over there, and family, and then I got my work friends. Absolutely. So like I had to learn how to keep that separate like that. And now it's just like like when I'm getting to it, it's like, man, I know my mindset and my purpose. I know what drives me. I know where I'm trying to go.
Exactly.
So it's like now it's like, okay, yeah, I come here, I do this. I ain't really too much trying to, whatnot, what you gonna. No, I'm just trying to keep my nose clean, and keep it to moving.
Facts.
For real, bro. So that's just what it is for me. I had to train. Like during that time, I had to train myself. Because it's like when you trying to get to higher places, you gotta train yourself. Like train yourself.
Practice make perfect, right? Or proper preparation prevents performance.
Yeah. So if you're trying to get that position, like okay, you trying to become the next, you feel me, CEO, or you trying to get this position as, you feel me, assistant this and this. Train yourself. Watch what that person does. You feel me? And then with us being black males at that, like it's gonna be harder. So my mom always told me, like, don't taint your reputation. Right. I'm not trying to trip my own self up or stop myself from getting to where I'm trying to get to. Right. Because it's already hard. I'm a black male out here. Right. Eyes gonna be on me. You feel me? So I ain't trying to do nothing to trip myself up at that. Exactly. Just trying to keep it going. And then
you know where you belong and you know where you should be. You know where you shouldn't be.
Right. For real.
And that's important. Knowing who you are, first of all. And you gotta consistently, you consistently growing as a person. Nobody is going to forever be, one person at their whole life. We're going to continue to evolve as people. We're going to continue to grow as individuals.
There you go.
We're going to become smarter. We're going to be wiser and things like that.
And I know I talked about too, like, that's the whole point of, like, applying that pressure. Right. Like, knowing you are, and then, changing. Also, the people around you have to change. Some people around you have to change too as you
outgrow people.
Right, bro.
You outgrow people. And that's real because, sometimes your purpose, you feel me, may make you have to, chill out on one group of friends, bro. Yeah. That I really believe the statement of who you hang around,
is what you're gonna be.
Is what you're gonna be.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So it's like I talked about earlier, you gotta prune yourself. And like, when you got a garden, my granny always was on the garden. She had rose bushes and all that. Right. So when she go out there, she gotta go out there 2-3 times a week. She gotta prune them rose bushes in order for them to grow and be beautiful. Right. It's just like us. We the rose, you feel me? So you gotta prune yourself. Prune those, if your purpose, you feel like your purpose is too big for people around you, okay, now you gotta learn, like, not necessarily cut them off, but put them in a different category.
Okay, but that brings me to another point, right?
Go ahead.
Remember, earlier we was talking in our meeting, and I was saying how our purpose should work for us and work for others.
There you go. Right.
So like once you figure out like what is it that you want to do, right, and you establish yourself in doing that, right, why not bring others along? Right. Right.
Facts. And that's what I'm doing with this platform here.
Facts.
Like I got my homeboy since day one behind the camera.
Facts.
I've been knowing you since we got tight. We've been tight for years.
Right.
So it's like, man, I created this platform. Let me bring my people that I know. Let me bring them with me. You feel me? And at the same time, like I told you, like I'm applying pressure to everybody around me because I'm trying to be great. So I want you to be great. You feel me? So I'm gonna apply pressure to you because I want you to, you feel me, man, grow. You feel me? Let's come on. Like, this is what I'm trying to do. And like I told you, like you talked about last week, time. Like, if you're not trying to be great, then just let me know.
Right.
Because then I can save my time, you feel me, being stressed out, trying to push you to be great. And then, now we bumping heads, Like I said earlier, now if that's not what you're trying to do, I can put you over here. Like, no, okay, yeah, we cool, but I already know what you want. I know your mindset.
Right. And I think one thing that we should mention before we go to break is, it's important to surround yourself with like-minded people.
Amen.
Facts. And I'm gonna just leave that there because that's pretty self-explanatory.
Right. Yeah. Like I'm gonna just touch on that real quick before we go to break. Like, I've always been around people in higher places than me.
You'll never want to be the smartest in the room, right?
Never. And
then
I
what
always,
you gonna learn?
growing up, you used to want to be the smartest in the room, but as you learn, you like, nah.
As you learn, if you the smartest in the room, you in the wrong room.
There you go.
You feel me?
There you go.
Yeah.
Surround yourself with people that's in higher places than you, and that's gonna push you, apply that pressure.
That's gonna make you push yourself.
Man, to grow. You feel me? So I've always surrounded myself with people in higher places, people that's gonna push me. You feel me? Like, get out that comfort zone. As a black community, we always been in that comfort zone. Get out that comfort zone, man.
Learn how to be.
It's okay to be uncomfortable.
Learn how to be comfortable while being uncomfortable.
There you go, man. Say that one more time.
Learn how to be comfortable while being uncomfortable.
There you go, man. So you feel me? I think that's a good place for us to, go to intermission.
Yeah, most definitely, man.
That's really it. So we're gonna come back with more. We got more. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. We back, you feel me?
Yes,
Back
sir.
for the intermission. Just had to take a little break, you feel me? It's always needed.
So, as we continue, man, I guess I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
So, at this point in your life as it is right now,
Okay.
right? What would be the title of this chapter, and how does that play with your mindset, or play in your mindset?
Oh, that's a good one right there, right on the spot.
Yeah.
My mom say Johnny on the spot.
Johnny on the spot.
I would just have to say tunnel vision. Like, I
Tunnel
know
vision.
that's
Okay, yeah, that's a good one for you.
Yeah,
That's a good one for you, for sure.
Yeah, because I know me and you been talking, you feel me, and I've been locked in. Like, this is what it is.
This is what it is. That's what it's gonna
This
be.
is what it is. Like I said earlier, and I hate to say it, I'm in tune with my star player.
On the Cat Williams too.
On the Cat Williams.
On the Cat Williams
You know, Cat Williams said that years ago when we was little and we
Yeah,
thought it was
fact.
funny, you feel me, stand up. But no, that's for real, bro. Like Cat Williams said, you gotta be in tune with your star player, bro.
Absolutely gotta be.
And the
in
star
tune,
player
bro.
is you.
Facts.
Like, for real. If you ain't in tune with your star player,
If you ain't in tune with you, life will be a whole lot harder for
Exactly.
yourself.
You don't know what to
You
do.
know what I'm saying?
You don't know your purpose.
Exactly.
And you don't know your mindset.
Okay, so how has tunnel vision played in your mindset?
It's cut out a lot of distractions.
Okay.
Unnecessary distractions. Like, I know what I'm trying to get to. And it's like, man, I ain't really got time for that. I don't have time for that. Like I said, I'm trying to keep my nose clean. And I'm trying to get there, like, not rush it, but I'm trying to get there, like, on the straight path.
Right.
You feel me? And as quick as I can. I ain't really trying to take no more detours. You feel me? And this and that because of myself, because of the decisions I made.
Like, you don't want to give yourself self-inflicted wounds.
There you go.
Right.
You feel me? So that's just where I'm at, man.
Absolutely, bro.
It's just got me here. You feel me? And that's what I'm all on.
Okay, so like, what's some tools that you use, or like, how do you keep yourself disciplined and keep yourself sharp on your mindset and on your purpose? Like,
That's a good
what do you train yourself? Like, what do you feel me? What's some things that you just do that you do to maintain who you are and continue to grow?
What I do to maintain is, like I said, I keep certain people around me.
Right.
You feel me? Surround yourself with people, like-minded people.
Like-minded people, right?
Journaling is real big.
I started doing that too, bro.
Yeah, like that's something I didn't start doing until the pandemic, to be honest. When
Right.
I started all this, like,
It's good to see your thoughts and your ideas on paper, bro, sitting right in front of you. That's important.
I was showing bro the other day, yesterday, matter of fact, I was showing bro the other day, like, little bro, like, this my trap bag right here. This backpack, this Nike backpack, that's my trap bag. I got 4 notebooks in there, a binder,
Right.
carry my laptop, you feel me?
So you can go to work or whatever.
Wherever. You feel me? And it's like each notebook has something different.
Okay.
I got a notebook for this, for the podcast. I got a notebook for that over there. I got a notebook for coaching, for that over there. Like, and every day when something come to mind, I'm journaling. And like, to be honest, bro really the one that got me started. Like when he started his whole you feel me? When he started his whole little business, all his little things, you feel me? He told me like, bro, this is what I do every night. Got it right.
See, I ain't as consistent yet, but I'm getting there.
You gonna get there.
I probably write like every other day, or
and that's
after I get up in the morning, establish my peace, read my word and stuff. If it's something on my heart or something on my mind, bro, I'd rather write it down and have it on paper, bro, so I can see it in front of me.
Even you said, bro, we carry phones around 24/7. You got the notes in your phone.
You do.
Click the notes and
just go ahead. That's where I keep all my poems, bro.
That's straight.
Like when I do my poetry thing, bro, that's where all my poems are. They in my notes, bro.
Facts.
And I got poems that I just started and they just sitting there.
Facts.
And then because I don't like to rush my work, so like when I get a new idea or something, you feel me? I go back in there and I jot down what I got.
Facts. And like they go back to like what you talked about, that whole purpose, bro. Like this is my purpose. Like this is where I'm at. You feel me? Like I'm locked in. Like I told you, I got them notebooks. I be right. I be the ones right. Like I told you, like I woke up when we had this topic. I told you I woke up one morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, and I just started writing.
Just started writing, bro. Sometimes it really be like that.
It be like that.
It really be like that.
Wake up and I'm writing. I'm up to 4 o'clock. I gotta be at work at 7. You feel me? I'm up just writing. I almost write my whole, you feel me, little part, my notes all in that night.
Right.
I wake up, you feel me? And that's that drive. That's my mindset. Like, this is what I'm on, bro.
You motivated for sure, bro.
For sure, like.
You tunnel vision for sure.
Feel me? Like, they tell you, like, you feel me?
And there's so many people out there that'll probably watch this or whatnot, bro, that probably just need to hear that right there.
For real.
They need to cut out outside distractions, bro. Like, if it ain't added to your peace, and it ain't added to your purpose, it ain't strengthening your mindset, what is it there for?
If it ain't, like you said, if it ain't being positive, if it ain't trying to push you to be uncomfortable and trying to push you, and uncomfortable in a good way, and if it ain't trying to help you get to where you get,
because change is uncomfortable.
Change is uncomfortable.
But we consistently changing, right?
There you go.
Okay, so that's a thing. That's another thing. So like for me, I guess the title of my life right now, a chapter in my life right now, be trial and error.
Okay.
Right. I'm 22 years old. I'm in graduate school. I'm finally like really entering some serious adulthood, right? So it's things that's gonna happen that I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna learn a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Right. So trial and error, right. I'm gonna continue to try things, continue to do things that's within my purpose, bro, or within my mindset, and sometimes you may not succeed. Like we were just talking, you feel me, off camera. We were saying how sometimes it may seem like you do everything right, and it just stuff just don't go your way, right? But that moment you decide to change something, or you decide to get outside yourself, it pull
all the way to the left.
Right, but it sometimes it'll pull you back,
right?
And then you get your blessing, or then it get like something good to happen,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like some things that like, I really like try to be disciplined on and really ground myself in is controlling what I control.
Right. I like that, because like I know we talked about earlier, and you talked about like not trying to force your purpose. You feel me? And like I tell people all the time, like control what you can control. And this is like I tell a lot of people that have like anxiety, things like that. Like 'cause people with anxiety be worried about a lot of things. They don't know, but they be worried about a lot of things that they can't control.
Right.
You feel me?
Which is unfortunate.
It's unfortunate.
You feel me? So like working yourself up and like worrying about things that like out of your control, bro, it just cause unnecessary stress.
Right.
And we already be too stressed. We already got enough going on, man.
There you go.
You worrying about tomorrow when you got today's business to handle, when you got today's issues and today's stresses to handle. So why you worried about tomorrow, right?
Hey.
So you feel me? So control what you can control, and then your work ethic and your effort. Like that's something that's always been, you feel me, grounded in me. Your work ethic and your effort. You feel me? You can get anywhere you want to go. Realistically, bro, if you got a good work ethic and you put in effort. You feel me? Sometimes people just want effort from you. Whether that's a job, whether that's sports, whether that's a shorty, you feel me, a significant other, bro, they just be wanting effort.
Effort.
You know what I'm saying? Your work ethic and your effort. If you don't have no work ethic, you're not gonna go nowhere.
Man, I ain't listen. And until I got, you feel me, until I joined the right side of 1911, you feel me, I ain't never heard this word used so much. laxed. You feel me? Then you used to always tell me that, man, you too lax. You too lax. Don't be too lax.
Right.
You feel me? I feel like that's short for lackadaisical.
It is short for lackadaisical.
I tell you, I'm still learning. I'm still learning.
No, you good, bro. That word
But, like,
forgive me, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
For real, bro. Like when you like your purpose, bro, your mindset, you can't be too lax.
And that brings me to another point, bro. There's no room for laziness, bro.
Gotta tighten up.
It's work to be done. It's always work to be done.
Next man
Is it
up.
not?
Right.
It's always something that can be done.
Like for real, like I said, bro, like we lost Chadwick Boseman this week. Like I'm not saying that we need another Chadwick Boseman. There's never gonna be another Chadwick Boseman.
Right.
But there's always gonna be a next such and such and the next such and such. Like we just need some like the John Lewis's and the CT Vivians. Like we need that. Like we gotta step up. Like next man up. And like that's something I always like since football. Like I teach my players this, and I had to teach myself this. Like I treat everybody the same. Like as a captain, I treated everybody the same. Like 1 through 3. Like if you was first string, second string, third string, I always start you saying you gonna come out here every day, and you gonna give me 100%. You feel me? Every day, because you never know what might happen to that man in front of you. You know, like it may be something unfortunate.
Right.
And you gotta be the next man up. Like you, and that's my whole point. Like be ready. Like you gotta be ready, but like you might not know what might happen to the person that's in a position in front of you. And you thinking like, man, yeah, I got time before I get there. Like I got 5 years. No, you don't. You don't know. So be ready. You feel me? You never know when your time might come. So be ready, bro.
You gotta consistently prepare.
You gotta consistently prepare, bro.
You know, you just gotta know the difference between resting,
Right,
and being lazy.
Being lazy.
You know, it's okay to rest.
It's
You know,
okay.
If you put the work in, you do what you gotta do. You know, you should reward yourself with a fun time or resting. However you want to spend your free time, but you gotta know when you resting and then when you just being lazy.
Yeah, and that's something like, and this on the like the mental health tip too. Like this something at school I learned, you know, and that we all learned. Like find something, you know, hobbies, whether it be that allows you to get away from your work and to blow off steam. You feel me?
That's
Like
why I write poetry. Bro.
Write poetry. Like I like to fish. You feel me? I love fishing. You feel me? And it's gonna be different across the board. But find something that's gonna allow you to get away, because that's gonna be your stress. Like we all need that to keep from burning out. You feel me? That burnout, like
you need that escape. For sure.
You need that for sure.
You most definitely need that
It's
escape.
gonna keep you sane. You feel me?
Right.
So as an endo, no matter what you do, find what's gonna help you. You feel me? Keep from burning out and keep you sane. You feel me? You can escape for a day or two or a weekend.
Shit, even a couple of hours, man. Sometimes all you be needing is a nap.
For real.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Sometimes niggas just be needing a nap, bro. Like you just need to go ahead and lay it on down for a good, you feel me, 2 hours, bro. Wake up. You feel me? Get your bearings back together, and now we back to work.
Man, people don't understand. That's one thing. Like I had to tell somebody that. Like I think it was in a group message. I had to tell them this. Something I learned. Like this, something I learned from married couples. Like men that's in a married relationship. That's in a, that's in a marriage. Like they like I always. As a matter of fact, my LB like he like, man, I like going in with my wife. Like this is my day to myself.
Right.
Like we established that.
And that's just a part of communication.
Like, and men, we especially like that. Like I tell them, like as men, like we need time to ourselves.
Right.
Like I don't know, but we just need like a day to ourselves. If you're in a relationship or whatever, like just a day to yourself. And even women too, like have that day to yourself.
Yeah, you should most definitely like maintain your individuality.
There you go.
In your own space and your own peace with the significant other. But that's a different
topic. We're gonna get that.
That's
We're
a
gonna hold
different
that
conversation.
Dog, been getting that since I started.
Bro, I'm dead. But no, the last thing that like I really focus on is like, man, it's being disciplined.
Okay.
You know, like that's something I battle with.
Facts.
You know, because we are consistent at something.
Facts.
Right. And we may not have the best consistent habits. Like our habits we may have consistently bad habits, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's important that most of our habits should be good habits. You know, and that's all a part of discipline.
Right.
You know, like I'm trying to cut out, drinking so much juice and stuff. I'm drinking water consistently, like, and that's just discipline, you know. And it's like, okay, I'm drinking I drink juice, twice a day type shit, and I gotta stay disciplined in that. You
Right.
feel me? I can't have no, you feel me, no third cup of juice. That's just something light
Right.
on the discipline tip. But like as life get deeper and as you grow older and as you grow wiser, you know, your disciplines and the things that you want to be disciplined on change.
Right.
You know, and you know, it's a constant battle with your inner self.
Right.
You know, you got to put yourself in positions where you can be successful with your discipline.
Right. I know you talked about discipline and you feel me, really take care of yourself, and like I told you I'm very religious. You feel me, raised in the church, and like in the Bible it says your body is your temple.
Fact.
Your body is a diamond. You feel me? And I don't care what you do, I don't care where you work, what you do as your job. You need your body in order, you feel me, to make money to keep living. Like, so you have to take care of yourself, because like I witnessed, like, you know, my mother dealing with congestive heart failure, you feel me, and learning, like, you know, if your diet is not good, if it's poor, you not take care of yourself and your body gonna railroad.
Absolutely.
You feel me? So just seeing that and understanding, like, already as a black community, we already have to deal with like hypertension and all that. So we gotta take care of ourselves, bro. Like, you gotta, you know, if you don't work out as much, at least watch what you take in.
Right.
You feel me?
As you get older, you feel me, your body start reacting and stuff differently, bro.
Right.
If we just talking about the diet discipline, you know what I'm saying? You know, you can't, as an athlete, bro, we could eat what we wanted to eat.
Right.
You feel me? Because we was working out and burning so many calories in them workouts.
True.
But as we're no longer athletes, bro, we can't eat what we want to eat all the time because we're not getting that work like we was. So now we really got to be mindful of what we intake. And that should be not only with like your health, but that should be with your mental. You feel me? You should have mental discipline. You know what I'm saying? Sexual discipline.
Facts. And like discipline. I'm gonna tell you this because this is one thing I had to learn. Like discipline, bro. It's gonna come at different points for everybody. You feel me? Like we always say, like, it's another age ain't nothing but a number. But like I could be 25 and I could be more mature than somebody that's 44.
Absolutely.
You feel me? It's just time. It's just society. Like, you know, I found my purpose and my mindset earlier than somebody that's that age. You feel me? So it's gonna take time. That discipline, it's gonna take time for you to train yourself, for you to learn how to discipline yourself. Man, don't rush it, because when you rush yourself, that's when you throw yourself all off.
Yeah, you most definitely gotta be patient, bro. And that's something that I've grown to be better at.
Yeah.
Being patient.
Me too.
You know, 'cause I remember back when I was little, bro, my mom and daddy couldn't tell me nothing. You feel me? Because the moment they tell me, we going tomorrow, we going later on today. What's the move? You know, like, you gotta be patient. Like, when it's coming in the mail. But nowadays, you know, I really be.
Just wait.
You know, I always say I'm right where I'm supposed to be.
Right, and that go back to the whole thing when you talk about shoes. Sometimes you just need just for a few hours, just relax. Like, I tell people all the time, like, sometimes I be just moving too much. There's just too much going on where I can't think. So I just like, bro, just let me sit down for a couple hours, get my thoughts together. Sometimes I might pull out. I just need to pull out my notebook and write something down real quick, and I get back to you. Like, I just need that couple time just to relax and to slow things down on a daily basis. Like, it's been a long day. Like, I'm finna go right here from 7 to 3, and then I'm finna go do work on my other stuff after that for the rest of the day. You know, then something else. Like, man, I need to take it. Like, after that, let me just take a minute to slow down. You feel me? Take in what happened. You feel me? Get it out. Process.
You know what you need as an individual.
Exactly.
You feel me? You should know what you need.
Fact.
You should know what make you, what relaxes you. You should know what type of things, stress you, rile you up.
Yep.
And as time goes on, and as you continue to learn yourself as an individual, you will understand, like, what makes you the best you.
Nobody knows you better than you.
They shouldn't.
They shouldn't. They shouldn't.
They shouldn't. And, like we keep saying, that purpose is consistently evolving.
Yeah.
You do have a purpose.
Amen.
And sometimes you just got to take that time where you just relaxing and chilling and just kind of just be in the moment of yourself and just listen.
Facts.
And understand, like, things might not be clear right now.
Right.
But they not going to always be unclear.
Right. I'm with you on that.
They're not gonna always be unclear. You gonna get some type of clarity at some point in time. You just gotta be ready and have the right mindset because you prepared for that moment. So preparation, purpose, and mindset is the three things that we want to focus on, in this episode.
Right.
And I hope that's something that the people watching that y'all watching, you know, take away from here.
Yeah.
You know, it's like your purpose, you know, it's kind of scaffolds. You feel me? Your mindset.
Set yourself up for success. You feel me?
Absolutely, bro.
Just to summarize this whole episode, man, set yourself up for success. You feel me? After you get that, your mindset and your purpose, you know, set yourself up for success. You know, you know where you want to go. You feel me? Now it's just all about you getting there and taking the necessary and the correct steps on getting there.
Absolutely.
You feel me? So, with that being said, man, you know, we would like for y'all to share y'all comments and y'all thoughts on these
Absolutely,
topics.
man. This supposed to be like, you feel me, interactive.
Yeah,
so like,
interactive. You know, let us know what y'all think. You feel me? Y'all can even give us some topics to talk about.
Yeah,
we open minded.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we want to kind of talk about everything. This ain't just gotta be about the hood. You know, this ain't.
We talking about everything.
We
Like
two educated black men that's from the inner city that have some life experiences, and we done been through some things, and we know some stuff. But you know, we willing to talk about whatever.
Fact.
You know.
You know, and when this come out, you know, spread this everywhere. You know, share on your Instagrams, your Facebook, your Twitters.
It's gonna be on YouTube, so like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, and
I ain't gonna lie,
subscribe.
bro. I always wanted to say that, bro.
It's straight. I think we all have.
I always wanted to say that, bro. I watch too much
bro.
YouTube. Like, you feel me? For anything happen, y'all go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. You feel me? That's
But
really
maybe funny, man. But yeah, go do that, man, when this come out. You
Facts,
feel me?
you
We
know.
just trying to, feel me, educate everybody.
Right.
As many people as we can reach. That's all
we
we
want y'all
trying
to
to
be
do.
comfortable when y'all listen to it.
Exactly. Straight up. You feel me? That's why I come in here with the joggers on.
They can't see what you got on, bro. On the bottom.
They gonna see when I drop the pictures though. But you know, I got to show you I worked damn hard for this. Shout out to Naya Slade. You feel me? I'm supporting her tonight.
Okay.
Naya Slade, she got a whole
Right. What you wearing, bro? You feel me?
I worked damn hard for that. I worked damn hard for this. Now I need to go into tonight.
Yeah,
You feel me? My
facts,
mindset, my
facts.
purpose. I'm not finna let myself or anybody else mess up what I got going on. I mean, I got going on.
I'm displaying solidarity with the cap today. You feel me? Power to the people.
Power to the people.
You know.
You feel me? So we appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in and listening. You know.
You dig? You hear me? That's
Stay
hood.
tuned for the next episode.
That's hood philosophy for you. And we're out. Here it is.
That's a wrap, Zach.
We talking some real shit, bro.
Yo.